Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Matiullah Khatak teaching you English. Today we will learn how to form the plural of different categories of noun. We have already learned the kinds of a noun and its function in a sentence. Today our objective is quite different from the earlier objectives. Our objective today is to learn how to form the plural of different categories of noun. Let us see what rule is followed under the first category. Most singular nouns are made plural by adding s. So majority of them get their plural by adding s to the end of the singular form. If you add an s to the singular form, you get its plural. So car will get its plural by adding s as cars. Bag, bags. Table, tables. Houses, houses. Dog, dogs. So this is not hogs, this is dogs. Chair, chairs, and so on. You can make the plural of other nouns on your own. So you have got the main idea, the main rule which is governing these nouns. Now let us proceed to the next category of noun and how do we get their plural. Under this rule, when a noun ends in a sibilant sound mean a hissing sound which creates a hissing sound. Such sounds are called sibilant sounds. For example, the s sound in class or kiss, this creates a s sound. We call such nouns, such sounds as sibilant sounds. The z sound like in rose or nose, this is also called a sibilant sound. Or this one, these are called phonetic symbols. All of them you can see over here written, they are called phonetic symbol. So this one is s, z, this is sh. For example, you see in dish, or you see in wish, this is sh sound, as you can hear in dish or wish, sh sound. This is j sound, like you can hear in judge, j, or in grudge, this is j sound. And this is ch sound. Ch sound is represented by these phonetic symbols or these phonetic symbols. So this is ch sound, as you can hear in watch. Watch, you can hear this sound. Branch, watch, branch, these are called the ch sound. So if a noun ends in these sibilant sounds, we get their plural by adding es or s if the singular already ends in e. If the singular already ends in e, then we add s sound, otherwise we add es as a suffix to the singular noun. Let us see the examples. Kiss, this is cases, like class, classes. Dish, So this is the s sound. Dish, dishes. So this is the sh sound. Dish, dishes. We need to add es to the sh sound. Which, wages. This is the ch sound. Which, wishes, wages. Judge. This is the this one. J sound. Judge, judges. Box. This is s sound. Boxes. Watch. This is ch sound. This one. So watch, watches. Church. Once again ch sound. Churches. Branch. Once again ch sound. Church, branches. Bush, sh sound. This one. So bush, bushes. Wish, this one. Sh sound. Wishes. Nose, z sound. And noses, rose and roses. So we get their plurals and this way. The next category of noun is called, let us see what is the rule working over here. The plural form of some nouns that end in f or ef is made by changing the ending f or ef to v, and then we add further es to that v, which replaces f or fe, and then es is added to get the plural. So you can see half is, you pronounce it as half. This one is halves. You do not say divide the cake into two halves. It will be wrong to say divide the cake into two halves. You say divide the cake into two halves, or divide the circle into two halves. So calf, calves. Elf, elves. Shelf, shelves. Leaf, leaves. So you can see that the f is replaced, f or ef is replaced with v, and then we add es further to it. Loaf, loaves. Thief, thieves. Wolf, wolves. This is not wolf. This is woof, wolves. Life, lives. Knife, knives. Scarf, scarves. Wife, wives. So you do not say he has two wives. You should say he has three or two wives. But there is an exception to this rule. This rule number 3. There is an exception to rule number 3. There are some nouns which end in f, but they do not get their plural by adding ves to the ending. We just add an s in order to get their plurals. So there is an exception to rule number 3. Even though these nouns end in the same letters as nouns under rule number 3, yet they receive s instead of es to get their plural. So these are a few in number, and you can see cuff, cuffs. Knock off, knockoffs. Chef, chefs. Belief, beliefs. Roof, roofs. Chief, you do not say chiefs. So this rule is an exception to rule number 3. The next one is when the y follows a vowel. The plural is formed by retaining the y and adding an s sound, an s letter. If the y follows, so remember this very expression, this very rule. If y follows a vowel, vowel comes before and then it is followed by a y sound. In that case, we only add s to get the plural of such nouns. So when the noun y, when the y follows a vowel, the plural is formed by retaining the y and adding s. So boy will become boys. Donkey will become donkeys. Key, keys. Story, stories. Valley, valleys, and so on. Let us compare this rule number 5, where y is when it follows a vowel sound, then we add only an s to get its plural. Let us compare this rule with rule number 8. When the y follows a consonant sound, if a consonant sound precedes y, then the y is changing y to I. The y is changed into I, and we add an es to get its plural. For example, you can see y follows the consonant R. Y follows L. Once again, R precedes y. Similarly, D precedes y. Similarly, P precedes y. T precedes y. And K precedes or precedes y. In this case, under this rule, we replace y with the I. Y is replaced by I, and then we add an es to get its plural. So when the y follows a consonant, changing y to I and adding es to get the plural. Country will become countries. You cannot say countries. You just write an s here. It means you have made a mistake. I have visited many countries. For example, a person will be making a mistake in writing if he just add an s to this word. I have visited many countries. Countries should be IES. Families, families. Cherry, cherries. Ladies, ladies. Puppy, puppies. Party, parties. Sky, skies. Story, stories. So this is a comparison between these two rules. Now let us see when a noun, rule number 6, when a noun ends in O preceded by a consonant, then the plural in many cases is spelled by adding es. This rule is somewhat similar to rule number 5 and 8 as we compared, and this will be also compared to rule number 7. 6 will be compared to 7 as we compared 5 to 8. Here once again you need to see this difference. If when a noun ends in O, if the noun ends in O preceded by a consonant, ends in O, it is preceded by a consonant. O is preceded by T. O is preceded by T, which is a consonant. O is preceded by R, which is a consonant. O is preceded by H, which is a consonant. Similarly, O, T, O, N, O, T, and O, N. So if O is preceded by a consonant sound, the plural in many cases is spelled by adding es. In that case, we add es to get its plural. So potatoes, potato will become potatoes. You cannot add an s. Tomato, tomatoes. Hero, you cannot say, you cannot write only s over here. Heroes. Eco, ecos. Veto, vetos. Domino, dominos. Mosquito, mosquitoes. Volcano, volcanoes. Let us compare this rule number 6 to rule number 7. Nouns that end in O preceded by a vowel. If this O is preceded by a vowel, in that case we only add S to make its plural or to get its plural. So nouns that end in O preceded by a vowel are made plural by adding S. So piano, you cannot say pianos, you cannot add es. You should keep this rule in mind, that O is preceded by, what is it? A consonant. If it is preceded by a consonant, nouns that end in O preceded by a vowel are made plural by adding S. This one, up to this, you can see they are exceptional cases. These are exceptional cases where we add S, but the remaining, they are under according to the rule. These are exceptional cases: piano, photos, halos, and sopranos. They are the exceptional cases. Radios, and stereos, videos. So they end in vowel, and we get their plural by adding S only, and these four are exceptional cases. While making the plural of nouns, we have exceptional cases, and you will see them in the end of this lecture as well. So this rule applies only to the last three nouns. Now let us see how to form the plurals of irregular nouns. Irregular nouns are those nouns where we get the plural not by adding s or es to the end of a noun. We introduce an internal change in the vowel sounds of that noun in order to get their plurals. So let us see the first category of irregular plural nouns are those nouns that do not become plural by adding s or es, as most nouns in English language do. For example, the plural form of man is men, so we cannot say men, men's, not men's. The plural form of woman is woman, not women's. So these are irregular plural nouns. We get their plurals by introducing a change in the internal vowels. Some of them get their plural form by changing the internal vowel letters. For example, we say tooth, we get the plural by changing the internal vowels into double E, teeth, foot, feet, goose, geese, mouse, mice, louse, lice, penny, pence, caveman and caveman, policeman, policemen. These two are compound nouns. So you learned about them here as well, that we make their plural or we get their plural by changing the internal vowel. The next category of nouns you can see over here, other irregular plural nouns get their plural form by replacing the x with the ices or by adding en or en to get the plural form. Look at these examples. Index can be pluralized as indices or indexes. Matrix, matrices. But you cannot say matrices. It is only in the case of index. Indices, indexes. Vertex, vertices. Appendix, appendices. Child, children. Ox, oxen. You cannot say he has 3 children. heard a student saying that he has three childrens. You cannot write childrens, it is already plural. You cannot add an s to it to make it further plural. Its singular is child. He has only one child, he has two childrens. We bought an ox and the fair, and we bought three oxen. You cannot say oxes. We bought three oxen and the fair. So the next category of a noun, you can see, let us go through the rule. These nouns retain the same form both in the singular and plural usages. If you use them in the singular or you use them in the plural, they retain the same form. Aircraft will be aircraft in the singular, in the plural it will be the same. Moose will be the same in the singular and in the plural. Salmon and salmon will be the same. Hovercraft will be the same as. So deer will be deer, fish will be fish, sheep will be fish, sheep in both singular and plural. So you cannot say that we hunted three deers in the forest. You cannot say deers. Deer will be deer if it is one or two or three or many. We hunted a deer in the forest. We hunted 4 deer in the forest. You can make its plural if you refer to the different kinds of deers, fish. For example, you say there are many fishes in this ocean. The many fishes will mean that there are different kinds of fishes, different kind of fish in this river, in this ocean. So you can make its plural, but you should know that in that case it will have a different meaning. It will then refer to the different species, different kinds of that noun, of that thing. Sheep, trout and swine. So the next category consists of miscellaneous cases where the plural is formed under different rules, or they remain the same under both categories, both cases. If they are used in the singular, they have the same form. If they are used in the plural, even then they have the same form. So person, people, one person, many people. Illuminous, illumini. Corpus, corpora. Census, censuses. So these are miscellaneous cases. Focus, foci. Genus, genera. Prospectus, prospectuses. Radius, radii. Campus, campuses. Succubus, succubi. Barracks, barracks. Gallows, gallows. They are continuously used in the plural form. Barracks, barracks. Gallows, gallows. Series, series. Species, species. Means, means. Both in the singular and in the plural, they retain their same form. The next chart, as you can see, consists of irregular plural. For example, how do we make the plural? They are followed. They are accompanied by pictures so that you may keep them in mind for a longer period of time. That a men, men, woman, woman, a person, people, your foot, feet, a tooth, teeth, a child, children, not children's, a mouse, mice, an ox, oxen. So here is a list of different kinds of noun. As you have already learned about the kinds of noun, Here is a list given as an assignment, and you are supposed to submit this assignment in the comment box or through the my WhatsApp number. You have to categorize them whether they are concrete nouns, abstract nouns, or material nouns. So keep the assignment in mind. You have to categorize them whether they are concrete nouns, abstract nouns, or material nouns. Hope you got the main points of this lecture. This is the end of the lecture. Thank you very much.